Dudes Behind the Foods listeners, this podcast is brought to you by BetterHelp. You know what I say, mental health is mental wealth, so you might as well start with BetterHelp. 2024 is here, so it's time to work on yourself, work on your physical health and also your mental health, because both are so important. I've been using BetterHelp for quite a while now, and whenever I need them, they're right in my back pocket, my friends, because if you're thinking of starting therapy, just give BetterHelp a try. It's entirely online, designed to be convenient, flexible, and suited to your schedule. Celebrate the progress you've already made. Visit BetterHelp.com/foods today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/foods. Dudes Behind the Foods listeners, this podcast is brought to you by Mood, my friends. Mood is known for their federally legal THC, and now they're adding their most potent product yet to the lineup. We're talking about the hemp-based THCA flower, the future of legal THC. And for a limited time, Mood is giving our listeners a free THCA pre-roll and 20% off your first orders. Just visit HelloMood.com and use our code DUDES. My friends, I use this right before I go ahead and sleep because it helps me relax. I specifically use their vapes, and their products are amazing. So check it out. Take my word for it. Try Mood's new THCA flower today, and for 20% off your first order and a free THCA pre-roll, go to HelloMood.com and use promo code DUDES. That's HelloMood.com, code DUDES for 20% off your order and a free THCA pre-roll.
Dudes behind the foods. Yo, it's the dudes behind the foods. Dudes behind the foods. Yeah, it's the dudes behind the foods. That's actually really fucking good.
Greatest love song of all time. Which one is it for you?
Whoa, greatest love song.
And you could go between 2 or 3, but
Okay.
I have my one that is my favorite.
Okay, damn, love song, because immediately I go straight to thinking of Boyz II Men, which is but the first song I think of is a love making song as opposed to an actual love song.
Those aren't fucking songs, Tim.
Okay, not a fucking song, a love song.
A dedication of pure love in the purest way possible.
Wow, this is a tough one. Okay, I grew up on a lot of Sam Cooke. This is very old. And immediately what I think of is a love song. It's simple in concept, but it's so cute. And it's have you heard the don't know much about history, don't know much about trigonometry.
Yes. Interesting choice.
But I do know that I loved you. And I know that if you love me too, oh, what a wonderful world this would be. Yeah.
Wow. What's yours, Robyn?
I mean, I do love that song that Tim just brought up. It's hard to say. There's also a song, I don't remember who it's by, but my parents used to play it all the time. It's like, Darling, Be Home Soon. It's like, well, darling, be home soon. I don't remember the rest of the lyrics.
Damn it, Robyn. You know that song that goes, huh?
Literally the way my brain operates.
You can't just put me on the spot like that, dog. Well, tell me yours, and then we'll keep on talking about it.
Mine is Forever This Classic. I actually wanted to dance to this song, but obviously Mariel wanted the Beauty and the Beast song, which was not my favorite, but it was something she wanted, so that's all I cared about. It was actually, Is Music Soul Child Don't Change.
Oh, yes,
The
fire.
greatest love song of all time.
Beautiful song.
Some of the most heartfelt lyrics I've ever heard in my life. It is fucking beautiful.
It's a beautiful song. It is a beautiful song. Let's see. If we're going to talk about, like, you said top 3.
Top 3.
Top 3 love songs. What is, like, my go-to? I'm trying to think of, I'm trying to think of, like, just my classic go-tos. Boyz II Men, Stevie Wonder, Michael Jackson, and though you don't believe that they do, what's that song about? I come true on in my dreams until when I looked at you, and though it makes me improbable, what do they know? What is that song about? Or lately I've been in the mirror. What song is that?
Oh, fuck. Yeah, what the fuck is that?
And they always start to cry. Guess this time could
That's not a love song. That's a breakup song, you jackass.
Goodbye. Man.
That's a breakup song, fool.
Yeah, you're right. Is it? Huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it's time it could mean goodbye.
Damn, you're right.
A lot of the songs we listened to was a lot of breakup songs in the 90s because that was the hottest shit. The love songs.
Oh, that is a breakup.
Yeah.
Now I'm cause I don't
Yeah.
My eyes won't let me hide. Oh, cause they always start to cry. Damn, that's a sad song.
Who is that?
Stevie Wonder.
That is Stevie Wonder, huh?
I guess I don't like positive love songs. Dog.
Yeah, I think you only like breakup songs, dude.
Let's see. No. Oh, okay.
What's the famous Stevie Wonder love song? Oh my God, I should know.
All I can think of is like I'm trying to think of a slow love song. All I can think of is happy love songs.
That works too.
I know, but no, but that's not like when I'm thinking of like a love song. Okay. Let's see. Top love song. Here we go.
Here we go, guys. It's been 5 minutes and the guy having fun. It's fucking ADHD brain all over there. Bing bong, bing bong, bing bong, bing bong.
Wait, the
His whole
Stevie
head.
Wonder song, are you talking about Isn't She Lovely?
Yes, that's the one.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And that one's too upbeat. You want that?
Yeah, I want like I'm pouring my heart out to you because I love you.
I'll tell you my number 2.
Tell me, please.
It's also a Music Soul Child song.
Love, yeah.
That's
so
number 2.
many things I've got to tell
It's
you.
so those two songs are so well written and poetic.
Mm-hmm.
It's basically almost spoken word,
Mm-hmm.
but in just the most beautiful. And also too, like Music Soul Child was so good at layering vocals too. It kind of hits you in this weird spot.
Yeah.
I love Don't Change. It's so pure. I love it.
And what I love about both Don't Change and Love in the music videos is that it wasn't about necessarily relationships. It was about love all around. You know what I'm saying? It showed family love between parents and like their kids. It showed siblings. It was all about just love, you know?
And like the song Don't Change, if you guys listen to it, it's very realistic,
Mm-hmm.
right? It's not about loving the qualities about somebody that you love about them now. It's
Mm-hmm.
about what you love about them from here to the future until you guys die, which is so realistic. It's like, because I think a lot of love songs at the time was just, they were very exaggerated. You kind of, which is what you feel when you're in heat.
yeah.
This is about like, hey, I love you when your hair turns gray. I love you if you gain a little weight. It doesn't fucking matter as long as your love doesn't change. Oh,
Oh, here we go. Top 3 love song. Like a tall glass of lemonade.
Jeremy Magadalongos.
The fucking classic, dog.
That is a very good one.
But if we talk about wedding shit, and also I would say a love song, and for something that is personal for me and Chia, we walked out to this song because I put her onto it. It was what's that shit called? With her and Daniel Caesar.
Why the fuck are we
I
fucking
know
music today?
because when you talk about like someone can ask me what's your favorite movie, and I'd be like, even though I love movies, you know.
I covered this song too, and I don't even know it.
Yeah. What? How's that shit
You're
go?
the best part. You don't know, baby.
Yeah, that one.
That's a good one too in recent years.
Yeah. And let's see. Okay, if we're also talking about, okay, let's talk about fucking songs we could. What's your go-to karaoke song?
Couple of them, right? It's there's always that one person that will always have your heart. Because everybody can sing to that too.
Yeah.
And there's like multiple parts for guys and girls. That's my go-to one for having a good time.
All right. If we talking about a classic love song, that's also personal for me because it was me and Tina Park song, and also a good karaoke song, then I wanna know what turns you on.
I love that. It's so hard to sing though.
Not if you scream it. Because once you get the tell me what I gotta do to please you. Once you start screaming it, that shit's kind of fire.
When it goes,
Yeah.
Are you not just supposed to scream sing when you do karaoke?
You gotta do it.
That's how I do karaoke. I just scream.
You sounded like an angry ass baby.
That's a fire one. Okay. So I would go for, let's see, Daniel Caesar and Her, best part.
Oh, very good.
I'm gonna go for that Sam Cooke one until I can come up with a one that I like better. And what if damn. Man, this is hard.
It's hard, dude. But I feel like it's interesting you chose a recent song like that too. I guess because you're in Chia's song, so that's kind of nice.
It's because we never had a song. You feel me? Up until because I put her on to that song, and then she was like, "Yeah, I want to walk out to it for our wedding." So now it's like whenever I hear it, I think of us. I think of the wedding. I think of the time when we actually liked each other, and it's before like the kids ruined everything, and it's special for me, So
where she used to look at me like she loved me and used to kiss me. And those were good times.
Let me go to my most played iTunes shit, right? So I can see what songs I actually like.
I was just doing some Googling to jog my love song memory, and I actually did find Frank Sinatra said that the Beatles song Something is the greatest love song in the last 50 years from when that came out, which I find interesting because Something is a beautiful song, but it's not one that immediately comes to mind as one of the best love songs.
Really?
I couldn't even sing that song for you.
Something in the way she moves attracts me like no other lover. It's a hard song.
Damn, I don't know that one.
Yeah,
that's a Beatles song?
And I like the Beatles.
She moves me.
Is that?
Don't want to leave her now.
Okay.
I believe in how.
Yeah, nah. I don't know.
It's a really beautiful
nice.
song. Look it up.
But it sounds great. My most played. Let me go to my most played shit. Oh, here though, the best love song. Here we go. Is this the real life? Is this fantasy? Caught in a landslide, no escape from reality.
No, or moving on from that. I'm saying no to your list. I refuse.
No, let's see. My top rated, what we got here? What the fuck? This is such a difficult, it's like you think it's a simple question, but there's so much music, right?
Mm-hmm.
So much music, and there's like, Did you give me your number 3 yet?
It would be, I would say this, this is kind of going back and forth, but this is also one of those upbeat songs that's not really in that kind of, what we're thinking. It's we can't know the names, but the song where Brian McKnight sings all in falsetto. First time I looked into your eyes.
I can't think of the name either. But if we're on the subject of Brian McKnight, well, of course. Oh, me and Chia danced to this at our wedding. You're like a dream come true.
Oh, that's so hard.
Just wanna be with you. Oh, I think that might be one of the ones for me, bro.
Oh, that is the top one, huh? I fucking forgot about that one.
Our food's here, Robyn.
Girl, it's plain to see that you're the only one for me. And
yeah, I had Andrew Garcia sing that. Oh, you were at my wedding. What the fuck you know?
I officiated it, you jackass.
Let me go through my most played.
Somebody was telling me recently that they feel that like love song R&Bs kind of have died now, and like that dedication love songs are kind of like dead. Like nobody really does that. They do more of the like kicking it at the park, talking about our feelings versus like dedicating a love song to that person. That kind of music has died.
I think it's different for sure, right? Like, there's less dudes that are like fucking, I'm fucking down on my knees. Yeah. There's no more of like, crying love songs. Down on my knees, begging you please. There's no more of that.
The first one, that note is so hard to hit. Come, that's how it is at karaoke. I can't hit that shit.
And I fucking forgot. On bended knee, bro. Yeah. I think I'm gonna go for On Bended Knee. Here we go. On Bended Knee. Her. Daniel Caesar, best part.
But Bended Knee's a breakup song though.
Oh, he's begging her to come.
Begging her to come back.
Damn.
Because that's probably R&B song. That's my number one favorite of all time, hands down.
Yeah.
So it just, and it's weird because I know a lot of people have like Luther Vandross, they have all, Stevie, all this other stuff, but that's our era. So that's my number one R&B song of all time, but that's actually a breakup song. Because I wanted to play that at our wedding, but I'm like, I had just like your moment right now.
Yeah.
I'm like, Oh, this is a sad breakup song.
Right. You know, I think I listened to a lot more breakup songs, dog.
So did I. A lot of Brian McKnight songs, all breakup songs.
All right, y'all. We're gonna bring in some Thai food and we'll be right back.
Dudes Behind the Foods listeners, this podcast is brought to you by BetterHelp, my friends. BetterHelp. BetterHelp. It's all about that mental health and wealth, my friends. If you're slouching and slumping around because you don't know what to do with all these thoughts inside your heads, talk to a therapist, and BetterHelp could be the one for you. We're talking about BetterHelp, my friends, a longtime sponsor. And around New Year's, we always get obsessed with how to change ourselves instead of just expanding on what we're already doing right. And maybe you finally organize one part of your space and you want to tackle another. Well, therapy helps you find your strengths so you can ditch the extreme resolutions and make changes that really stick. 2024, new you, better you, even though the person you were before was perfectly fine. But guess what? With a therapist, we can go ahead and hone in on the things that you want to improve on. Celebrate the progress you've already made. Visit BetterHelp.com/foods today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/foods.
All right, David. So, ready?
Yep.
I was in the mood for some pad see ew, so I ordered some Thai food from Crispy Pork Gang in Thai Town.
Wow.
And and I know you've had pad see ew, but I saw something on the menu that I thought, yo, let me order this because it just sounds tasty, and I don't know if you've ever had this. You know how I love some pad krapao? Mm-hmm. This shit right here, seafood pad krapao, my guy.
Oh.
Yes. So it would be the same flavors as some pad krapao, but it's it's mussels, it's clams. It looks like we got some
Seafood.
some bunch of seafood, right?
Oh.
So I'm excited. I'm very hungry.
Pat kapow. Explain to people what pat kapow is.
Pad krapao usually, it's pretty much just, you'll see it on the menu. It'll say like spicy basil beef. It's like stir fried, some type of meat with some basil leaf and some spicy things, and usually you put it over rice with a fried egg, and it's delicious.
This fucking smells delicious.
Let me just get a flavor because I'm very hungry.
Oh, guys. When you go to Asian restaurants, you can never eat at Asian restaurants by yourself because there's too much shit that you have to mix stuff with. You can't just have like a thing of fried rice and that's it.
Oh, wait, this pad see ew is on point. Very great.
Oh, better than your mom's?
No.
Oh,
Come on.
There it is. Come on.
But reminds me, very similar. I always tell people, I've said this before, if you are traditionally, you go to a Thai food place and just get pad Thai, I understand that's like, what we're known for in America, pad Thai, but it's kind of a basic choice. If you want to explore a little bit and do something that's kind of in the realm of some pad Thai, meat, noodles, veggies, go for the pad see ew. It's a little different, super fire.
This is a good question to ask you.
Yep.
Somebody has never had Thai food.
Yeah.
They go into a restaurant with 4 people. What's 4 dishes they have to order?
Okay, let's do it. I always say, if you've never had Thai food, I say get some pad Thai.
Okay.
Okay. If you're going with 4 people, I say go-to is you gotta get a soup, tom yum. You gotta get some tom yum. Tom yum soup, tom yum chicken and shrimp if you want to go all out. I say, grapao is like my go-to. I think it's pretty, it's a very Thai dish, but it's also not like crazy flavors. You know what I'm saying? It's just yummy meat and rice, right? 1, 2, that's 3. And then I will say a 4th one to complement everything is, in Thai it's called kana mu grob, okay? Which is just Chinese broccoli and crispy pork.
Oh, that shit hella good.
Yes, dog. And
with rice and an egg?
yes.
Woo!
So for me, the trifecta is the crispy pork with the Chinese broccoli, the grapao, and if you're not ready for the my favorite soup, which is tom kha, which is a coconut-based soup, then I say tom yum. But I feel like that's a solid little 4 horsemen of Thai food right there.
That sounds fucking amazing. And by the way, Crispy pork cake. I don't know. Your food is a little better today than it normally is.
Yes, 100%. My last crispy pork gang experience wasn't my favorite. Yeah, but this one right here, everything is popping. How about you? Same question for you. 4 Korean things to go in. 4 Korean people. What do they order?
Easy. Golden retriever. I'm kidding. That's how you do an Asian dog joke, guys. All right? That's how it's done.
Step 1, be Asian.
Be Asian. Other than that, don't do it. They actually banned it in Korea now.
I saw. And I tell you this, I didn't know it was still going on in Korea.
Only certain parts.
Of course.
A lot of people, if you want to know the history about it, after the war, we were fucking ravaged. We had nothing to eat. And so it became a part of our diet. So it's something that's a remnant of war. It's actually kind of sad. But when I was there when I was 14, they were still doing it. And even then, when I went recently, it's like nobody, hardly ever. It's just like people from back in the day that still do, but that generation is dying now. And look, if you got to eat a meat and you have to prepare it a certain way so it actually tastes somewhat decent, you should probably stop eating it. Because there's, now Korea's pretty affluent too. You don't have to. And that part of our culture, I feel, once again, everybody can feel different, was something that happened at a tragedy and we don't have to anymore,
It's kind of like, yeah, there's parts of the South that will eat like some like raccoon, like roadkill. You know what I'm saying? But you're not eating roadkill unless you like you
have to.
You're broke. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
So I think, and also too, like Korean people love dogs now. I'm pretty sure they did back in the day too. But it's a good thing, right? Like I'm not judging anybody else how they live their life. I mean, we still eat animals and stuff, but it's I like dogs. They're so cute. I get it. Sometimes I'll be watching documentaries about animals. It makes me want to not eat meat because they just be so fucking cute. And I'll be like, fuck.
I know. I always I try to turn a blind eye when people talk about how intelligent like pigs are.
I know. Because we're living at a place called Crispy Pork Gang.
I know. And like, octopuses are like super intelligent. Octopi.
I don't want to know that because they're delicious.
Dude, octopuses are like super like, not only are they just really cool creatures, but they're supposedly like, very just like smart. They compose music. They speak 10 different languages.
They're the best DJs.
Fire! Bang, bang! Put a fucking on that joke. Wow, that was great, dog. I saw this amazing clip of this octopus in the bottom of the ocean just hitting the camouflage. He would go to like a different plant.
In the Dougie.
He would camouflage. But yeah, the fact that they can do that, it's such a trip. Not only do they change color for their surroundings, but they also like emulate whatever like surface it is.
Oh, I think you're talking about a cuttlefish.
No, it was an octopus.
Okay. Cuttlefish are like the best at that. So they did an experiment where they had in the tank, the bottom of the tank was just checkered tiles, and it was trying to figure out and you see it constantly changing colors, and they figured it out. It's fucking wild, dude.
It's so cool.
And cuttlefish are delicious.
I was gonna say the same thing.
I hate it. I hate that I love eating you guys.
And not only that, if you're lonely at night, cuttlefish, dude. Big spoon. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like your hair.
It's crazy right now.
You're kind of looking like young Manzino, old boy from Beef, the brother.
Hey, he's a lot skinnier than me and a lot younger.
That's a sexy boy right there.
I'll tell you this though. When I see, do you follow this account called Nature is Metal? So when you look at Nature is Metal, you'll see how fucking savage animals are. I didn't know that woodpeckers eat other birds.
What?
Like they'll fucking eat the brains out of other birds.
What?
They'll just peck at the skull, they'll crack it open and eat the brains out of them. Woodpeckers, bro. I'm talking about the fucking cartoon that we grew up watching our whole lives. You'll see hyenas eat a hippo from the ass first. It's fucking I saw a lion just eat an antelope and it's still alive. And it's just laying here, just blinking, and it's eating its like organs from the inside out.
Yeah.
The wild is nuts. And I always forget too, like animals eat animals.
Imagine being a bird and, you get attacked and your fucking brain's getting eaten and your last thing you hear is,
Oh, that'd be. I just can't. The wild is nuts. I don't think I could survive. I used to watch this show called Naked and Afraid. We always talk about that.
Love it. Yeah.
And I know for a fact I just couldn't do it. I'm not built like that.
Yeah, I always, you watch Naked and Afraid and you always think, I could do this.
You could not, Tim.
I definitely could not.
Absolutely could not. You get facials and shit. The hell are you talking about, dude?
Oh, yeah. How's it looking, huh?
It looks better.
Dude, I'm not wearing any concealer right now. You know what I'm saying?
Crazy? Isn't that crazy what people can do nowadays?
Normally, when I pull up to do an episode of the podcast, both my podcasts, I'll have a couple little splashy little pimples. I'll throw a little concealer on because it looks good in the light. You know what I'm saying? I don't even really have to know how to put it on right or blend it. But the light makes it look like my skin is all right? Mm-hmm. And now that I've done this laser shit on my scars, but it's such an annoying aftercare process, dog. My skin routine is it's like 5 different creams and lotions I put on every night now.
Oh, really?
Dog, so now it's like my routine, especially like the main thing is, after I got the laser shit, it's like the next couple months of aftercare is important, okay? So they're like, it's really gonna be like 3 months before you see the full effect of what we did. I'm like, oh shit. So
3 months, Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
man.
dog. I go back in April for my follow-up consultation.
And that's another laser treatment.
It's to see if I want to do it again. Yeah.
Oh.
So I could be one and done if I wanted. But I think they say the best results is like, when they show you example of before and after, this is what we do. It's usually after like 2 or 3 times.
Okay, then just do 2 or 3. Don't fucking waste it.
Yeah. I'll probably do, at the very least 2, maybe even 3. Because even though it hurt, the pain wasn't nearly what I thought it was going to be.
Oh, because you a man now? Because you got tattoos and stuff?
That's right, homie. That's right. You know what I'm saying? I sat through a needle for 6 hours. You think a little 15-minute laser is going to hurt me, dog? It did. It fucking hurt.
Okay. Scale of 1 to 10.
Scale of 1 to 10 being, let's say, 10 is like, I don't know. What's the worst?
10 is getting socked on the nose.
10 is worst pain I probably remember ever feeling, and that was probably when they had to put a camera up my pee hole for a quick second.
Jesus Christ.
Probably worst, okay? 1 being like Veda, Q tries to pinch my arm. Those 15 minutes of lasers was probably like a 7.
That's pretty painful.
It was painful. It was for sure painful. Like, it was on par with when I go get my facials in Pasadena. This woman, Claudia, she like goes in on the extractions where I'm like tearing and I'm like, I've said this before. I have to twist my pubic hair to keep from really like reacting, It was almost, it was a little bit worse than, it might have even been less than her extracting on my face, dog.
Oh, wow.
But the lasers go in, and the most painful part is like around my lips because it's more sensitive. And she was doing it, and I was like, not gonna lie, the lips was crazy. She just kind of laughed. But it's like, a little 10, 15 minutes of and you can smell the burning from the lasers,
That's how it was like when I was getting my teeth deep cleaned. Because I didn't get my teeth cleaned in like over a year. Mm-hmm. And this bitch, she was trying to extract information out of me. And I remember, because I asked her, I was like, so should I do the numbing cream or the shot? I was like, well, let me ask you this. How many people do the numbing cream? How many people just do the shot? She goes, well, most people just do the numbing cream. And I was like, you think I'm a bitch?
Yeah,
Give me the fucking numbing cream then.
Yeah.
She goes like, maybe I would say 30 seconds. And I said, pause. Give me the fucking shots. Are you insane? That fucking hurts, dude. It hurts so bad.
You ever had your teeth whitened?
No, but I have to get that done next month.
You are?
Yeah, because like I just you drink so much coffee and tea, fucking 2 shades yellower than they're supposed to be.
Mm-hmm. I've had it done once. I want to go again soon. That shit, your teeth definitely get a little sensitive for a little while afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
Are you somebody that like cold sensitive teeth?
A little bit.
Yeah. Do you like? I get a little like that with cold water, and like after you get your teeth like bleached or whatever the fuck, it'll feel like that for a bit. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But hey, man, beauty is pain, as they say.
Just make me be ugly then, dude. I think that's why ugly people.
God's like, I did. What do you...
Have you guys seen that meme that says you're not ugly, you're just poor?
That is 100% true.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm not gonna out these people out, but some of my friends, you know who you are. I know what you look like before all that shit, and it's kind of wild. They look like a different person. I mean, you could tell already automatically. I'm like, you went for the Kardashian look, because that's like the vibe and look that they have. But it's like, I know what you look like before all that stuff, and it's kind of crazy, man. But it's weird, and I've always gone through this thought too of like, people are like, do you think that's okay, or do you think people need to learn to love what they have? I'm like, that's really hard to say, because I really do feel like it's your face. You do whatever the fuck you want with it, right? But I will say this. People who have, I know, now that, being in my 30s, who have focused on their looks so much their whole life, when it starts to go away, it fucks with their head a lot. And it makes me sad, because they're trying to hold on to something that they can't keep forever.
It's almost like, when it's all you have or a big part of who you are, and then it starts to go away, these people don't know who they are, which is crazy to think about. You know what I'm saying? Because I think when you're young and hot, and especially capitalizing off of your youngness and hotness, your youth and hotness, and that shit starts to fade, it's crazy to think that like your face changing sends you into like an existential crisis where you're like, I don't know who I am outside of my looks. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and they don't, and the hard part is that they don't even know how to put that into words, right? They just start changing things. And what they see in their face, they think it's their old face, but it's not. It's a different person's face. Dang. So, and all the people that I've known that have never predicated themselves on what they look like, this thought doesn't, I mean, obviously, like, I'm getting a little old here and there, but it doesn't affect who they are. They don't have an existential crisis about that type of stuff, right? So when people ask, what do you think about that? I would say this, nothing is for free. There's no free lunch, right? So if you do that type of stuff and you're trying to hold on to this, you got to think about your mental too. How oftentimes have you seen somebody who does that, and the next thing you know, in their like 40s, they're like, I'm this different person now. I got these new hobbies. It's like,
God, right.
Jesus Christ, man.
Yeah, midlife crisis for real, right?
Yeah.
It's crazy because, like you said, if I were to fully embrace these grays, they would look really cool. But my main shit is for the cameras. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to be gray yet for this. I don't know if I told you this, but I'm trying to write a movie. So so it's like I'm just trying to get it together, right? Just for image sake. But I was on a video shoot the other day with KevOnStage and a bunch of other like OG black YouTube comedians from the time of like early YouTube days, right? It was like Kev was there, but we're shooting another. You ever seen those rap battle parodies? Yep. Yeah. So we're shooting a new one of those, and Deshaun Raw, he hit up all the OGs to come through for this music video or for this video, and not to say I'm one of the OG black YouTube creators, but I was. Those
you did a rap battle with Rick. And,
I was in one of the rap videos, and those are all the homies. So I'm literally in the middle of a conversation, and fucking KevOnStage walks up and he goes, "Tim, you're graying," and I was like, "Kev, can you not? Can you please?"
That's when you go back to Kev's like, "You're balding."
Yeah. But that's the thing about it too. And here's a trip about KevOnStage, right? I always talk to him about this. Kev, I feel he can embrace the dad, like the older guy vibe, because that's
kind of his vibe.
That's how he popped off. He was a dad of teenage boys when he popped off. And I was looking at me and Kev's just different trajectories because, when I was beginning to pop off on YouTube, Kev was just working at a regular like factory, watching my videos, He had already had his babies. He was married. And then it's a trip to think that now, as I'm entering that stage in my life, married, kids, Kev is becoming this is now a poppin' influencer. You know what I'm saying? Where he's going to events, traveling, like doing all the shit, like traveling the world, doing all this shit that he couldn't do when he was watching me on YouTube do the shit. And it's weird to see the shit flip. You know?
What I love about Kev too is that he's always stayed consistent, right? Like nobody could ever look at Kev and be like, oh, he's changed. Kev has been the same dude, just with more money and more success. That's all that it fucking is, dude. It's just like really nice to watch. And we said it on the podcast before. I just love watching him do what he does, and it makes me feel good. So I think that's what people love about him, right? He's constantly creating content. Obviously, it's a lot of work, but it's just him. You just get a slice of him.
I was so, like, Kev, low-key, and I've never told him this, but what he does was really inspiring to me in the sense that where I was feeling very particular about, like, man, you know, I don't know if I want to put this on my feed, or are people gonna care about this? Is this worth putting on like my feed, my IG feed, you know? Like Kev was like, he was just always himself and was just putting out whatever he wanted to put out. You know what I'm saying? Whether it was a high budget, low budget, whether it was him just reacting to something, he was just gonna put it out. And if people fucked with it, they fucked with it. And then a lot of people ended up fucking with it. And like, that's why everybody loves Kev, you know?
I know, dude.
It's crazy.
I really feel like he's like, you know, they're saying the church, he's very anointed, right? He's very blessed. And it's good to see somebody who's a really good person be successful. Because sometimes we see the worst people become successful at what they do. And even for them, like it always is a very short time. But it kind of irks me. It's like, this person doesn't deserve this shit. And you see somebody who does deserve everything that they have, it keeps you in the game too. Because, you know, gives you like a glimmer of hope.
Yeah, 100%. It's always, it's refreshing to see it happen to good people, you know? All right, so me and David are gonna go hate on some people that we hate, and we'll be right back.
Dudes Behind the Foods listeners, this podcast is brought to you by Mood, my friends. What is Mood? Mood is known for their federally legal THC, and now they're adding their most potent product yet to the lineup. Introducing hemp-based THCA flower, the future of legal THC. Try it along with all of Mood's other amazing offerings like gummies, vape cartridges, and a whole bunch more. And for a limited time, Mood is giving our listeners a free THCA pre-roll and 20% off your first order. Just visit hellomood.com and use our code DUDES. Listen, I love their products. And the cool thing about Mood is I got to try their stuff before we started doing this this ad. And for me, anytime I need to relax before I go to sleep, I use a little bit of Mood THC products, specifically their vapes, and it helps me get into a nice, relaxed mind state. Thus, for me, it helps me sleep a little better because I gotta tell you something, I can't relax very well. So it's what I enjoy. And you guys already know, I've talked about the fact that I've had insomnia for years. And honestly, this stuff works. So if you guys want to try them out, try out Mood's products because it's pretty freaking great. Also, what I like about them is that when you get their products, because I don't know too much about this stuff, they have great adjectives that I can understand before I buy their products, like creative, focus, and energize, once again. And it helps me pick out the products a lot easier so I don't have to think about it. So try Mood's new THCA flower today, and for 20% off your first order and a free THCA pre-roll, go to hellomood.com and use promo code DUDES. That's hellomood.com, code DUDES for 20% off your order and a free THCA pre-roll.
Hey, this crispy pork egg today is fucking delicious.
This shit is hitting right now, dude.
We've had this before, I think, on this podcast, but
Yeah.
I don't know if they fired the old Mexican cooks.
Or they hired some new Mexican cooks.
Oh, yeah.
They fired the Thai people. We're like, yo, they not doing this shit right, man. Bring in the Mexicans.
It's good, man. I don't think you're making it right.
They're like, you need more MSG.
MSE.
I don't know if the MSG is extra MSG in today, but this shit is
Have you seen that
scrumptious.
episode of Gordon Ramsay where he's making Thai food for the Thai?
Oh,
for the,
of course.
I just pictured that, but it's the Mexican chef. It's going, what do you want me to say?
Looking at the Thai chefs.
It's not that Thai.
He says, no.
No. It's not pad thai.
Es no bueno.
Es no
Es
bueno.
not pad thai.
I don't know, but this is fucking hella good.
Yeah, it's just I was full like 10 bites ago, and I'm still like I wanna keep going.
I can keep eating this until I throw up, and then I'll just break my New Year's goal already. Oh my God, I just want to be sexy once.
Well, you told me after we filmed the last When Foodie Calls that this is where you go hard.
So I have to still run that 3 miles today.
Okay.
I have to do. Here's the thing, man. I start slow, guys.
Okay.
Real slow. 20 push-ups. 3 sets of 10 on the sit-ups. 3 sets of 10 on the curls. Light, only 15-pound dumbbells. Shoulder presses. Body squats on a slant board. And we end it there. And then, first 2 weeks is like that. Week 3, week 4, we start regimenting things. We start doing programs. And then it starts to get going. I just want to know what it's like to be ogled. I don't want people to like me for my personality, all right? I'm so sick of that shit. It's too much work.
You have a natural born personality, David. So.
And I want it gone. I want to be like the vain ones that worry about their looks all the time.
You know what? I'm glad that
How do you work out your face?
and that's the thing too. I was gonna say I'm glad that I wasn't a dude that like grew up traditionally hot, because those motherfuckers are always annoying. Like, dude, anybody, men and women that grew up hot are always like, God, like, just can you please, shut up.
And I get it too, because you got to work with what you got, and that's like us working with what we have, right?
Right.
It's just like, it's that weird phase where we talked about where they try to be more than,
Right.
And it's like, you didn't develop this for the last 36, 37 years of your life. It's not going to come overnight. You know what I mean? And they try to be the funny one now. I'm like, this is not working. This is not you. Like, take some baby steps. You know what I'm saying? Like, fucking ease into it. Like, I have a cousin right now who's trying to be the funny guy now.
Oh, okay.
He used to be really good looking, getting a little older, a little frumpy. You know what I mean? And every time he makes a joke, it just goes dead silent. And actually, we were in Hawaii, and he was trying to be the funny guy. Oh, let me tell you this story.
And when he made his joke, you laughed like really like quietly. Did you give him aloha?
No, this is family.
Aloha. That's the joke.
I know, I heard it. And I'm ignoring it. I'm like choosing to ignore it. You sounded like I said joke. Aloha.
Did you hear that? Did you hear the joke?
Did you give him aloha? Hello, everybody. Are you all right? No, you are all left.
The best. The best.
That video made me physically hurt. That should have hurt me so bad.
All right, your cousin, Hawaii.
So this guy is trying to be a funny guy now. I didn't know this. This is actually our first trip together.
Okay.
So we go on this trip. It's a bunch of friends. Guy friends, and there's one homegirl, right? She's like one of the boys. So we're all chilling. She's very cute. She decides to bring one of her other friends with us. It's a white girl. She lives in Hawaii. She's also very, very pretty.
Okay.
I think now it's time for him to flirt. I've actually never seen him flirt before. But when you're a good-looking person,
You don't have to.
you don't have to.
Yeah.
So I only figured this out after, because I couldn't figure out what the fuck was going on, right? Because he's always been able to bag hella girls. This motherfucker, I think he's a little older now, and he look a little frumpy. He's not as like cute as he used to be. So guess what this boy has to do now? He has to work.
Wow.
He has to flirt. Never did it before. Let me tell you this shit. True fucking story.
Tell me.
I can't believe I've never told the story before.
You have not.
Because it pissed me off. So, this girl, she's chilling. She's at the table. We're all eating stuff at this Vietnamese restaurant. And I think he's trying to flirt and be funny. Perfect. You have an empty plate. So there's like food here at the table, right? He goes to her. He goes,
Hands on the empty plate.
yeah.
Okay.
And she's like, what? She goes, put some food on my plate. Like that.
Okay.
And I'm like, you fucking rude as shit.
Yeah.
But I'm like, is he trying to flirt?
And wait, how do they know each other going into this?
He doesn't know her
Oh.
at all.
Okay.
She's my friend.
Oh.
So I'm like, what the fuck? And she kind of looks at it. She's from New York.
Yeah.
She's like,
Oh, God.
she's like, yeah, I'm talking to my friend. Like that, right?
Yeah.
I'm like, yikes.
Wow.
And so he's talking, and all of a sudden, she starts talking to her friend. She's white, the other girl's Korean. And the white girl and her's talking, and he's like, oh, so are you guys like sisters?
Okay.
One girl's Korean, one girl is white.
Okay.
And then the white girl looks at her, he goes, how would we be sisters?
Yeah.
I'm white, right?
Yeah.
He goes, oh, you said, you guys, I don't know, you guys could be sisters or something.
Oh,
Dog,
my goodness.
I'm fucking dying at this table.
This is making me uncomfortable.
And I'm related to him, so I'm actually getting angry,
Yeah.
right? He does this one thing that just fucking tops it all off. So he starts doing the plate thing again, right? And he starts like shoving in her face or whatever, right? He's like, take it, right? And he just goes, she goes, yeah, don't fucking talk to me like that. I don't fucking know you like that, because she's from New York, right?
Yeah.
And then I'm sitting there and I snap. I'm like, hey, nobody likes you. Stop. You're being fucking annoying.
Yeah.
And so it gets super awkward at the table, right? And I was like, hey, and I'm pissed. And
Yeah.
I'm like, do you think you're funny?
Yeah.
I was like, you're not funny. You're making it feel fucking uncomfortable. He goes, I'm funny. And then everybody at the table goes silent. He looks at my buddy and he goes, I'm funny, right? Just like that, like a fucking sitcom. He goes, I'm funny, right? And my buddy's trying to be nice. And he goes, he just kind of laughs.
Oh, God.
Is the aloha. And then I go, don't look at him, look at me. You're not funny. Nobody thinks you're funny. You're making people really uncomfortable. Are they sisters? She's fucking, are you dumb?
Yeah.
And it's just, I'm so fucking mad at him. And that's what I figured out. His whole life, he never had to put in work. And so for him, if he just said something to a girl, they would just giggle.
Right.
But now it's like, hey, bro, you old. Cut it out.
Here's the thing, too. It's like the delivery of those could have made them work, but he just didn't know how.
He doesn't know.
Like, those, in my head, I'm like, see, here's the difference, right? Rick always says, I get away with a lot of shit because I'm little. I'm like, I come across like not threatening. You know what I'm saying? So if it's a couple baddies at the table and I'm like, hey, scoop me some food.
Cute.
That's just adorable. And it's funny. And like, it works, right? And I'm like, oh my God, shut up, right? Or if I was like, yeah, I think he just did it wrong. Cause like, that's funny. Thinking two girls that aren't nearly looking alike sisters is funny if you deliver it right.
It's like, it's your delivery.
Yeah, it's the delivery.
Like the way he said it, it was like a matter of fact.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And just like, to the point where the girl's like, how will we be sisters? You know what I mean?
God, and he didn't follow it up with a nah, I'm just fucking around.
No. And then he kept telling to convince me at the table that he's funny. It's like, listen, stop. You're making this worse. People are uncomfortable at this fucking table. Are you out of your mind?
Ew.
And it's like, this, I'll never bring my cute friends around him ever again. Ever. I'll never fucking do it. But see, this is what happens. You look like Robyn. If you were at that table and a guy said that to you, what would you think?
I would be really annoyed, actually. It would rub me the wrong way.
What if Tim did it in his way?
See, it all varies because if either of you did that to me, I understand your vibe and your humor.
Right.
So I feel like it wouldn't bother me. I think it would be kind of funny. But if somebody that I didn't know very well just did that to me,
Yeah.
and I didn't know how they are, or if they are trying to make a joke, I would just be like, what the fuck?
What a silly boy.
What a silly, silly boy. That's what I said. Some of y'all good-looking people, man. If you know your looks are starting to fade, start working on that personality.
I mean, maybe he was trying, dude. Maybe this was his like first day in the gym. You know what I'm saying?
And I shamed him.
And you shaved him.
If it's his first day in the gym, he went for the 400-pound fucking squat. That's what he did. He should have eased on into that shit. I'm like, I can never bring pretty people around him again.
Shit,
this is very,
man.
very uncomfortable. I refuse now.
That's tough. That's tough. You know, look, we don't know.
Hey, like that. Hey, no words.
That's how really attractive guys just are. How they are in bed too. Just dicks in faces. Hey, suck it, suck it.
Bliss. Hey, bliss. It's just like this.
And the girls are like, oh my God, you're so cute. Fine. Cute,
You're so-
fine. Fine.
But I've literally seen that in person where like the hot
Dicks?
guy.
Oh.
My God. Yeah. Where they kind of don't say anything and then fucking girls are laughing at everything.
Yeah.
They'll say like the corniest, wackest joke, right? It'll be, I don't know, let's say they're at a bar, right?
Yeah.
And it was like, I don't know, let's say they have a blue drink. It's like the ocean. And the girls just fucking crack up. I'm like,
we do
damn.
the same shit as men where there was a meme, actually. It's so funny. It's this dog smiling uncomfortably. And let me see if I can find the meme so I can show you. Let me look up awkward smile collie because it's a collie dog. And let me show you the face so you get a fucking image of, or maybe it's God damn it. Maybe it's not a collie. What kind of dog was Lassie? It's a
collie.
Yeah.
Border collie, I believe.
Anyways, okay, so it's a dog smiling all awkwardly, right? And the caption is when you're trying to smash, but she keeps making unfunny jokes, some shit like that. And the dog just like, yeah, she's hilarious, you know.
It's like I just want to hook up with you, so I'm gonna just keep laughing.
So girls and guys do the same shit. Girls crack up, fake because he's cute, and guys will sit through some terrible jokes.
And I just want to know what that feels like to have minimal effort and just have people just enjoy you for no fucking reason. What is that like? It's actually fascinating when I see it because I have to work so hard.
I tell people all the time, as a short man, there's a reason why, you know, a lot of the times short dudes have amazing personalities and we're hilarious and, you know, we're better dressed. It's because we had to bring all the attention back down here. You know what I'm saying? Tall dudes, they walk into the room, immediately get that attention. And a short dude, we gotta be like, hey, there's a reason to look down here. Eyes down here, sis.
Please. Eyes down here. Or you're the short guy that has little man syndrome and you're just angry at the world.
Or there's that. Yeah.
You're the opposite. You're the Rizzy short guy.
Well, one time, so I filmed this show. Nick Cannon has a show that he's coming out with. It's called Council Culture, right? It's a bunch of dudes sitting around a table discussing taboo topics, but like openly expressing our feelings and emotions and shit like that.
That's kind of cool.
And there was an episode where I'm like, yeah, you know, I don't really have like little man complex, blah, blah, blah. But, you know, I do feel like, you know, tall dudes are kind of lame, you know? So there, I gave my whole spiel I just gave. And there was there's a dude there. He's like a doctor, psychologist, whatever he is. He's dope. And we're sitting there. And at the very end of the episode, he's talking. He's like, yeah, you know, like, I mean, a lot of times, you know, insecurities manifest in different ways. Like, you know, you might blah, blah, blah. I forget what he said. You might this, you might that. You might say all tall dudes are lame. You know, you just... And I was like... And I gave him like a little ha. Ha. I gave him a high ha.
Oh, a high ha. And you're like, you're a tall dude. You're lame.
Yeah, lame boy.
Hey, when you're tall and you're weird looking, though, doesn't do anything.
Not true. Sometimes girls are blinded by the height, dog. You know how sometimes we be blinded by the ass and it doesn't matter what the face looks like? It's the same shit.
Well, the girls around me could see perfectly fine. All right. Especially like right now, no fucking fade. I've been looking a little wild right now, a little chubbier right now. I'll get it. It's all good.
But you got that sexy young man, Xeno, Korean boy, choppy haircut. You got the new Secret Society Genius Brain collab shirt on.
This is just regular Genius Brain, not a collab shirt.
Oh, you got that regular Genius. I don't follow you on anything. I don't know. You got the Genius Brain shirt.
I only see you like 4 times a week. I don't know anything about you.
You got that I just ate Thai food glow, my boy.
A little pork grease on me.
Yeah, them lips was glistening.
It's too hard to be cool, man. I like being goofy and very approachable. And it's just always the best. And even when people don't feel uncomfortable around me, you know what I do? I hug the shit out of them.
I love it.
And they just warm the fuck right up.
You know, it is hard to be cool, man. It's a gift and a curse. You know?
I thought about this, right?
Yeah.
So this year I was like, okay, what are some stupid, superficial goals that I could have? Losing weight, getting fit, making sure I stay on top of my skin regimen, can get a fade every 2-3 weeks, make sure my haircut is always cut. I already failed.
Yeah.
Those type of things, right? You know, make sure I always smell good, which I used to always smell good. I stopped doing that after I got married.
Because for what?
Yeah, you know what I mean? I just need to smell like clean laundry. I don't need to smell put the cologne combination and shit like that. And then I thought to myself, damn, this was a lot of work before I got married and I had a committed relationship. I had to try to be on point, right? And so at this point in my life, I started, there's a day I was like, okay, blah, blah, blah. Dog, just getting ready, I was exhausted. I was tired already. I just didn't want to do it. You know what I'm saying?
As a grown-ass man, I had a night the other night where I was getting ready for bed. I was tired, right? But I'm like, I need to wash myself. I'm in the fucking showering. I was like, I should wash my hair. It's greasy as shit. I'm washing my hair. I'm fucking, I gotta condition this shit. I'm like, fuck, I gotta wash my face. Wash my face. I had to use the exfoliator. And now I got this whole routine. It's like, full face, eye cream.
It's a lot.
A toner, all the bullshit. I'm like, I wish I could just be dirty and stinky.
Yeah.
It's so much.
I'm telling you. But guess what? We have wives that when they look at our face, they see everything. What's that on your nose? What's that in your ear?
And you would think it's like, hey, I'm going to get married now. Who cares, right? But I think that's where a lot of people go wrong.
And guess what? Sometimes I get hyped when I see something like a flaw in her real quick. I can just plunge out. I was like, hey, bitch, your breast stinks.
Because you normally don't see flaws in her. That's beautiful.
Because I'll love her when her hair turns gray. And I'll still love you if you gain a little weight. Yeah. I was made for you and you were meant for me. Just as long as your love don't change. No.
Thank you guys for watching another loving. I'm down on my knees, begging you, please. Come back to me. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, all that bullshit. Thanks for watching. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Yo, it's the dudes behind the food. Dudes behind the food.